Hey guys, it's Alexis here and Catherine, and we're just going to take you through the simple mobility sequence. Okay, why we're doing mobility and how that can benefit you, you will see later on. We'll let you know. But just for now, this is the instructional video for you to follow. All right, so the first thing we'll go through is start from the head and down to the toes. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is neck mobility. So Catherine's going to give us a demonstration of the first movement we'll do. So we're going to go left and right. Okay, so left and right with your head on top of your neck, just sliding across it left and right. So initially you may find this quite difficult. So if you bring your fingers up to your cheeks, so they're quite close to your cheeks, and just kind of slide your head over so your cheeks are touching each finger. All right, so try and keep your head level as you do it.
I really struggle with this one, so I normally have to have a really weird look on my face and just kind of be alone when I do it.
Alright, so if you feel more confident, take them a little bit wider until you're confident just doing it without your fingers. So you do about 5 to 10 of these, and then you're going to go to the next movement. So the next movement is going to be going forwards and backwards. So keeping your posture nice and straight. Okay, so your knees slightly bent, your hips tucked under. You're going to pull your chin in as much as you can pull it in, and push your head forward like a turtle. So pushing your head all the way forwards. You turtle out. So you push out as far as you go and pull it back as far as you can go. So you do about 5 to 10 of those, and this mobilises your head going backwards and forwards. Alright, so once you've done backwards and forwards, left and right, backwards and forwards, you're going to do big circles. So you're going to start from the top and then come all the way around. Nice big circular movement. So taking it through all that range that you've now just opened up from going backwards and forwards, left and right. Alright, so do 5 to 10 of each. Okay, so we've now done the head and the neck, so we're going to go on to the shoulders. So the first movement we do with the shoulders is shoulder shrugs. So again, just make sure you get that posture, that position, slight bend in the knees, hips neutral, and start rotating your shoulders forwards with your hands down by your sides. Good, and as Catherine's doing it, you can see, if you turn side on so they can see, as you rotate, as you're going through it, you're trying to take your shoulders as far into the range as possible. So you're going as back as much as you can, as high as you can, as forward as much as you can, and as low as you can. So you're really trying to get range. Once you've done 5 to 10, you then go in the opposite direction. And if you notice her hands at the front there, she's working towards the back of her hands touching, so you can get a really big range of motion. Okay, so 5 and 10 of those, and then we're going to go into what we call the dumb waiter. Alright, so if you have one hand up, with your hand up to the sky, and one facing down, and then out to the sides. Alright, so you've got your bowl full of soup, and you're stretching over to that side, and then just stretching over to the other. Okay, so remember what we're trying to do here is we're trying to almost remove your arms from your shoulders as you're twisting away. So you're really trying to get as much range and stretching from your hands and your shoulders as possible. Right, so really rotate your hands over.
I'm really pulling, even when I'm pulling out to this side, I'm still stretching out with that other arm as well.
So really stretching. Okay, good. And 5 to 10 of those done. Okay, so the last one for the shoulders, the estate agent. Right, so you're going to start low, and Catherine's going to just show you the property that she's doing. Alright, so making sure she's really stretching as much as she can. She's stretching nice and high. Backwards as far as she can, keeping her eyes on the tips of her fingers. Really stretching far back. Really getting that range. Okay, so that's going to open up your shoulders and stretch around your chest muscles. Really open those up.
Great for office workers.
Yeah. Especially if you're spending a lot of your day in that sort of kyphotic position where your shoulders are forwards. That's really good for opening it up. Alright, so once we've done the shoulders, we're now going to move on to the thoracic region. Okay, so Catherine's going to just show us now the cat stretch. So you're going to inhale down in this position, and then as you come up, arching your upper back, really pulling upwards, and exhale there. Inhales there, really pushing the tailbone backwards, creating that arch, and then pulling her upper back upwards. So this is really good for mobilising around your ribs and the back, around the back of the shoulders. Okay, good. Again, so 5 to 10 of these. And then we'll stand up and we'll go into hips. Okay, so the first movement's going to be set that position so your feet are shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees, and then just pushing the hips forwards and backwards. So we'll be what we call the Donald Duck, the panther. So if you just go to the Donald Duck position so that you can see it. So tailbones all the way out and then pull forwards, so your bum's right under, squeeze your bum, pull your core muscles in, your tummy in, and that push you forward to the pink panther. So notice she's really trying to tilt the pelvis and take it through as much range as possible. Okay. So once you've done 5 or 10, we're going to go into a small rotation. So we're going to go small rotations here, going round to one way. Alright, so you notice there Catherine's using her hands, just put them in this position. So it's like you're looking over the fence and you don't want your neighbour to see what you're doing with your hips, alright? So she's just moving her hips slowly in that direction. And once she's done 5 or 10, she's going to start creating large circles. Alright, so she's done small circles and large circles in the same direction. If you're having problems with this, you can push your hips all the way out to each direction first, so out to each side, forwards, backwards, and then try and create circles with them.
Yeah, lots of people never really have their hips in this kind of range of movement, so it does feel a bit strange at first.
So it's just getting used to pushing it into that range. Alright, so once you've done it one way, then you're going to go the other way, nice and big. And then coming back up and doing your small circles in that direction. Alright, so the last bit for the hips then, pendulums. So you're going to go pendulums backwards and forwards at first. So use a pole if you need to hold on to, or just a wall, anything you've got to help you with your stability. And you notice she's just, Catherine's letting her leg relax at the knee when she comes back. Her knee doesn't come further back than her supporting leg. And then she just kicks her leg forward, just letting the weight of her leg take it forwards. Okay. Backwards and forwards, we're now going to go across the body. So if you have a look here, she's pointing her toe in the direction that she's swinging her leg. So it goes across the body and all the way out. Right, so this is really good for opening up the hips, just getting a large range of your hips, just going left to the right.
If you struggle with this initial movement, don't be afraid to stop, come out, stop, come back in, because it's again just something you might not be used to be doing. So yeah, you can just have a little, get your balance, come out, and then soon enough you'll be able to pendulum through.
Okay, perfect. And then you'll go on to doing your ankles. Okay, so from here again, use a bit of support if you need to, and then just go in circles in one direction. So just making sure you can see Catherine's, it's her ankles that are moving, not her toes, her whole ankle's moving. So we're trying to create as much range of movement as we can in the ankle. So we're going to go one direction and then the other way. You'll probably notice that at any point doing this mobility, you're going to start hearing clicks and cracks, which is what we're hearing now with Catherine's ankles. It's totally normal, and it will, and you're expected to hear that, especially as you first start mobilising this area. Okay, so you've gone round in circles. You're then going to just invert your foot and then just push it outwards. Okay. See it from there. She's just rotating foot inwards and then outwards. Okay. Similar to if you were to go over on your foot, sprain your ankle. It's that sort of movement we're trying to do. Okay. So once we've done that, we're then going to go backwards and forwards, so pointing your toe up towards your head, and then just down towards the floor. Again, everything coming from around the ankle. Perfect. Done.
Hello. Loose.
Already all mobile. Okay, so
just on this side.
that's the mobility exercise that we'll ask you to do. Have a go at those and see how you get on.